Hello, welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz. Very excitingly, today we're taking a quick look at the beta for Ven VR Adventure. This is a brand new VR platforming game that is coming out December the 17th, I believe it is due out, but I have been offered a chance to take a look at the game a little bit early as part of the beta. It only has the one level at the moment. Just going very quiet while I remember how to spell. And that's all there is. All the other levels are locked out for the moment.
A peaceful place, a utopia never
I've got a chair. I was meant to be seated. I'm not seated. Doesn't matter.
Its people were occupied mainly with cultivating their land, living their lives in harmony with nature. Each day was peaceful and
I like
full
the
of joy.
spatial sound that's going on.
And one day, everything changed. Invaders from space came out of nowhere, determined to enslave the local population and to exploit the planet. The locals couldn't do anything but run and hide. Ven, in his effort to draw the invaders away from his younger companions, made the attackers chase them to the edge of a cliff. He had only two options, to get caught or to jump. And that leap of faith was the first step on his journey. He woke up in total darkness. After many hours, which felt like days, Ven eventually climbed up the hill and found an abandoned workshop. Once sheltered there, he made a thing that his people thought long useless in their daily lives.
A spork. Oh.
The two swords Ven made quickly became extensions of his arms. He trained relentlessly, preparing his body for the challenges to come. When he was ready, there was one last thing to do. Ven walked into a maelstrom of noon energy, which gave him strength, new vitality, and magic power. Suddenly, he was disturbed by a weird noise. Ven threw his sword at the intruder, but luckily missed. The source of the noise was Terami, who showed him one of the young ones he managed to save. Ven realized that the
training wasn't all that good if he missed, was it?
The invaders. He found an ally to aid him in his battle, and now it's time for him to meet you.
How wonderful was that? I'm not really a big fan of, here's a 2D video to explain a cutscene or the game or anything, but that was a really nice way of doing it.
The awakening sequence.
I like that.
The planet Aspris can be seen from the cockpit.
Oh, hello.
According to our headquarters' secret databanks, it is a peaceful planet full of life. All this is possible thanks to a special energy stored in local runes. These runes are the source of longevity of everything on the planet. Here, you don't grow old, but stay healthy for hundreds of years. This is probably
and then you grow
why
old?
Bruce Nelson has come here, to collect runes and enslave the planet's indigenous population.
Bruce Nelson, you
Ven is
scum.
waiting for you in the training section. Good luck.
So, a couple of things I should point out. The devs have said we can show footage from the beta, but they have said they would like us to not spoil too much of the game to start with. Bearing that in mind, I don't really do much in the way of editing or anything, so if you are worried about too many spoilers or anything like that, this will just be a sort of 30-minute block of gameplay or the intro of the game. So if you don't want to see that, you can either skip through the video, you can go elsewhere. I'd rather see you watch my video. Hello, this is cool. Little fist bump.
Movements can be controlled by the left analog stick.
I should also say this is an Oculus game. This isn't available on Steam. It's on the Oculus store. I am playing on the Valve Index, so obviously I am using Re-Vive to run it. So I did make the devs aware of that when they offered me a chance to take a look at the game. So I didn't try to mislead them or anything. But yeah, so it's working perfectly fine. Obviously we have the Oculus controllers rather than the Index controllers, but that's what you'd expect. So the B button on the right controller is our slash. A is jump. We got a double jump. I'm guessing holding down the B button on the left controller, which would be Y, I think, on the Oculus controllers, is the menu. But we won't do that. We'll run over here.
Through Ven's world, you will need to jump over various obstacles. Press the highlighted button on the right controller now to do so. There's a checkpoint ahead of you. You have to activate it using the attack button. Perfect.
That's how I like my checkpoints to work.
Here you will learn how to jump over various obstacles to proceed further.
Oh,
remember
okay.
everything I have told you earlier, and you will be fine.
So obviously, being a VR platform game, there is no room scale or anything. It is... We still got the chair? No, it is a seated experience. But I have no issue with that. I have enjoyed quite a few seated platform experiences. It works a lot better than a lot of people would have expected a while ago. Or like that's very Crash Bandicoot. That's what that reminds me of. So obviously back in the early days of Oculus there was Lucky's Tale. Didn't want to do that.
Are here to help you master Ven's fighting skills. Use
Hello.
the jump and hold attack button to activate Ven's power attack and destroy 4 of them.
What did she say? Hold the double jump and... Oh, I see. The ground slam. Oh, now I can get that rune. Helpfully. I can't do it anymore for some reason.
Remember
Hey, little buddy.
Ven's folks hiding from Nelson's minions in each level, and they will need your help. If
They
you
are
have to
welcome
help
to
them
it.
Reach them. He'll take care of the rest.
Whoop! So you don't slap them in the face with your swords, is what you're saying. Gotcha.
First
Gotcha.
things first. The watches on your left-hand side will show the number of Ikai you've managed to save. The little screen below shows the number of Ven's remaining lives. When you collect runes, the screen fills up. Once it's filled up, Ven gets another life.
Okay.
The watches on your right-hand side will show the amount of time in the time trial mode and the number of chests collected. The middle screen shows you the most important information, such as the area you're currently in,
Yep.
the amount of the saved little Vens, and the time that it has taken you to finish the level. Selecting the area and starting its exploration is very simple. Use these buttons to choose the mission you want to go for, and then start the mission by moving the lever. If you want to change any settings, use the tablet. If everything is clear, let's send both of you on your journey.
Well, let's take a
Pull
look
the
at the
lever
settings.
Whenever you're ready.
Let's turn everything up a little higher. 1.2 we'll go for. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Were there more? No, there were not. There's the back button. Game settings, right, seat off, view marker on, main music. Okay. Just stop the music instead. As I said, this is in beta, so don't be too surprised if we do come across any bugs or anything like that. So I guess we'll take a look at the first level. It wasn't necessary. Have I completely killed the sound for the game? I think I might have completely killed the sound for the game. Okay, so yes, I did manage to completely kill the sound in the game. I had to restart it to get it back again. But as I was just saying at that point, the game is in beta, and this beta did come out like a couple of hours ago, maybe 3 hours ago, something like that. So it is very early days. So we may well experience problems, and that's absolutely fine. That's the whole point of the beta.
Your main task will be to learn how the controls work. Get to know the surrounding world and find as many Ikais as possible. Remember the lessons you've learned on your training. Good luck.
So is there a way to get to the menu screen? Ah, there. Just because it does actually seem to be... Yeah, down to 45 it's doing its old... Yeah, frame rate does seem to be struggling a little bit, doesn't it? If I put it down onto as low as it goes, it still hasn't actually hit in 90 at the moment in its current state. That's fine. How did I get to that again? It was the trackpad buttons. And again, that could be something to do with it being revived as well, rather than running directly on the Oculus store, so I'm not going to worry too much about it at the moment. We just missed something? I feel like we just missed something. So even on its lowest settings, it still looks pretty nice, doesn't it? I love the graphical style. The sort of mixture between sort of semi-realism and a nice cartoony sort of effect. That's quite cool. I love Ven. I love his little glowing face markings, whatever they are. I like the music as well. Oh, our first enemy gone. Look at that. Smashed it. Knocked it out of the park immediately. Oh, thank you. Don't die. Oh, we missed one of the runes, but that's fine. I can live without that. There's a checkpoint, so we shall hit that. Oh, hello, little buddy. It's a shame you can't collect the ones that are close with your hands, isn't it? So obviously there are going to be a lot of hidden things around for us to look for. And he disappears into the ether. Almost lost Ven then. How do you get that box up there? Oh, I see. I immediately see. We'll wait for that one at the bottom until we... What are the... Is that like health or something, maybe? Ah, well, we'll leave that one for now then. Who needed that box anyway? Oh, my first actual hit. Ven! Ven! Is he dead? Is he just gone? Oh, wow. No such thing as health in this game. Hopefully the checkpoints will be quite generous then. Oh no, I got hit again. Oh, that cloud just completely kills you straight out. Wow. Wowzers. Okay. This time. It's all a learning experience, isn't it? So I don't need to go back for that one anyway, and then I missed it, so it's irrelevant. Can I just ignore him? I can just ignore him. I don't think I'm just going to ignore him. Hello? Oh, hello. And then move, because they just don't die either. Where's the entrance? Oh, you have to jump in through the window. Okay, well, I won't worry about it for the moment. So I don't know what that is over there. That looks nasty though, doesn't it? I'm guessing that's where we're supposed to go, so let's head over here. And it's making this tricky by not moving the camera in any closer. We actually killed one of those poison ones, which is nice. That's nice. At least I've proved I can do it. Oh, I almost missed that jump though. So it plays very nicely as well, I should say. It's one of those things that if you're not a fan of platformer games in VR, you're probably not going to be a fan of this, but there's no reason not to enjoy it. The camera is largely absolutely fine. There are occasional moments like just then where I mentioned that it didn't follow you down, but that's a very purposeful design decision. I'm not going to worry about that too much either. It's supposed to be a little... I love the way the statues sort of react to you. Oh, different as well. Hey Ven, I can't give you a thumbs up because the controllers are currently in my hands. Ah, see his little secret down there. But not going to worry too much about, as I say, going for every secret, getting every box, every collectible for the moment. It's more just going to be having a quick run through this first level, seeing what sort of things we can expect from the full game. I will have access to the full game before it launches. So if you guys would like to see more of this when it does launch on the 17th of December, I can't release any footage until the 17th of December. But if you want to see more, do let me know. And obviously you can do that by putting something down in the comments or by just liking the video when it's up. There's a few boxes around there, obviously, but we'll again just sort of skip forward a wee bit. It'd be almost kind of nice if the checkpoint box, if you hit it towards it, did a bit of damage to the... Oh, almost got hit by that stuff, but instead I just jumped. I panicked and just jumped as soon as I could. Oh, I thought I did the same thing again. So that's just going to take us up there. Oh, there is a little baby Ven up there. It's a test of my ability to not run off the edge of a small platform. And I passed with flying colours. So in a bid to not show you everything in this first level, which is what the devs at Monologic asked me to do, I might just put a little bit of a break in the video there and we'll cut back in towards the end of the level, just so it doesn't ruin everything for you if you are going to play the game. So this looks like it might be the end of the level, doesn't it? It's looking like it. This sort of big arena thing. Is there going to be a little mini boss perhaps at the end of this, or is it just going to be a nice smooth ending? Look how massive that chamber looks. Oh, hello!
Congrats! Level 1 complete. From now on, the challenges you'll face will get only greater.
Oh, I love that.
The world outside the village is one in which Nelson's forces
I love
have left
that.
a visible mark. Be careful and watch your step.
Love those statues. They're one of my favourite parts of the game by far. So I'm assuming then that'll just load us back into our ship hub area. Wonder if the view changes depending on what level you just done or something.
Enjoyable, and your shared adventure with Ven helped you enjoy some of your free time.
Well, there we go. That is Ven VR Adventure then. Ven Adventure VR? Ven Adventure VR, I'm pretty sure it is. Sorry for getting the name wrong, devs. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that. So if you did enjoy it, as I said, hit the like button, and then if enough of you seem interested, I'll continue on with the game when it launches on the 17th of December. You can try and get into the beta as well if you join the Discord. I'll try to remember to put a link to the Discord in the description below the videos. Take a look there. Yeah, what a delightfully cute, wonderful little experience that is. I love the way this statue, so much character to the game. That really is what makes a game in a sort of, a fantasy sci-fi type setting. It's the character that the game brings around it. You could have a very boring game which was exactly the same layout with exactly the same boxes and collectibles, but it's the character of the enemies and the character of the statues and Ven himself. That's what really makes or breaks it, and it seems like they've really nailed that, so congratulations to the developers. Right, there we go then. So I will hopefully see you in a few weeks back in Ven VR Adventures VR. I wonder if I do a full series if I'm just going to get that wrong every single time. It seems possible, doesn't it? Right, yes. So like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. I will hopefully see you next time. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.